Before we begin, if you enjoy stories about food, culture, and the hidden meaning behind what people eat, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. It helps this channel grow, and it helps more people discover stories that truly matter. Now let me ask you something. Why is it that some food stays with you long after the meal is over? Not because it is expensive, not because it looks perfect, but because it makes you feel something. You take one bite, and suddenly you slow down. Your shoulders relax. Your breathing changes. You are no longer in a hurry. This is the quiet power of Filipino food. Filipino food does not shout. It does not try to impress. It does not beg for attention. Instead, it waits patiently, and when you finally taste it, something gentle happens inside you. This is the secret that makes people fall in love. In many places around the world, food is about perfection, perfect balance, perfect rules. But Filipino food does not live by strict rules. It is flexible. It is forgiving. It changes from home to home, from island to island, from one family to another. And no one says it is wrong. They simply say, "This is how we cook it here." That freedom makes Filipino food feel human. It feels real. It feels honest. And people can sense that, even if they cannot explain it with words. Filipino food is not meant to be eaten alone. It is made for sharing. A table filled with rice, dishes placed in the center, people reaching across, conversations flowing, laughter mixing with the sound of spoons and plates. No one owns the food. Everyone shares it. This simple act creates connection. When food is shared, walls come down. You are no longer just a guest. You become part of the moment. This is why so many foreigners say Filipino food feels like home, even when they are far away from their own country. Rice is always there, quiet, steady, patient. In many cultures, rice is just a side dish. In the Philippines, rice is the heart of the meal. It holds the flavors. It balances strong tastes. It slows you down. You do not rush when you eat rice. You eat with care. You eat with respect. And while your body becomes full, something else happens. You feel settled. You feel grounded. You feel calm. Filipino food comes from a long history of survival. This is a country shaped by hardship, colonization, natural disasters, poverty, migration. People learned to cook with what they had. They learned not to waste anything. They learned to adapt. Out of these difficult moments came food that is practical, but deeply emotional.
Soups that warm you during storms. Fried food that lasts longer when electricity's gone. Sour flavors that wake you up when life feels heavy. Every dish carries memory. Every flavor carries a story. And even people who did not grow up with this food can feel that history in a single bite. Filipinos love soup, even on hot days. Because soup is not about temperature. It is about comfort. A bowl of soup tells you to sit down, to rest, to breathe, to feel safe. Many foreigners are surprised by this at first, but later they crave it. Because soup slows the world down. And everyone, at some point, needs that. Most Filipino recipes are not written. They are remembered, passed from one generation to the next. A mother teaching her child. A grandmother guiding by feeling, not measurements. Just enough salt. Until it smells right. Until it feels right. This makes every dish personal. And when you eat Filipino food, it feels like you are stepping into someone's life, someone's memory, someone's home. That is powerful. That is rare. People from other countries often say something interesting about Filipino food. They do not always say it is the best they have ever tasted. They say it feels different. They feel welcomed. They feel cared for. They feel included. Because Filipino food does not judge. It does not ask you are or where you are from. It simply invites you to eat. Many Filipino dishes look simple, but they carry deep emotion. Sweet and salty, sour and rich, soft and crunchy. These contrasts reflect real life. Life is not one feeling, and Filipino food understands that. It allows joy and sadness to exist in the same bite. Millions of Filipinos live abroad, and wherever they go, they carry their food with them. Not in bags, but in memory. Cooking Filipino food becomes a way to survive loneliness, a way to remember identity, a way to stay connected. When that food is shared with others, it becomes more than a meal. It becomes a story, and people feel honored to receive it. Filipino food does not try to dominate the world. It does not compete loudly. And when people discover it on their own, they feel like they have found something special, something real, something honest. That creates deeper love. Because people value what they discover, not what is forced on them.
So what is the real secret of Filipino food? It is not the ingredients. It is not the technique. It is not the recipe. The secret is intention. Filipino food is cooked with care, not perfection, not pride. Care. It asks simple questions. Are you full? Are you okay? Did you eat? That is love, turned into food. In a world that feels loud, fast, and disconnected, Filipino food offers something different. It invites people to slow down, to share, to feel. That is why people fall in love with it. Not quickly, but deeply. Filipino food does not chase attention. It waits quietly at the table. And when you finally sit down, it welcomes you like family. That is the secret. If this story made you feel something, please like this video. If you want more stories about Filipino food and culture, subscribe to the channel. And if you have ever tasted Filipino food, share your experience in the comments. Thank you for watching, and thank you for listening.